Welcome to the Fantasy Bros Daily Fantasy Sports Show. I'm Bobby Gomes, breaking down DraftKings Cash Games Week 7. So jumping right into it, we have CJ Beathard, 4,800. Beathard has positive game script. He's in a great game environment. Total in that LA-San Francisco game's 52. San Francisco has an implied team total of 21 points. Beathard's coming off a 2-touchdown game in Green Bay. So he's in a good spot. He's at home. Should work out well for Beathard and Cash at 4,800 to hit his floor and make value. Jumping into running backs, we have Ezekiel Elliott, 8,100 on DraftKings, just in a great spot. Over the past 6 games, Elliott is the highest scoring running back in PPR leagues. He's averaging 23 touches per game, and he's accounting for more than 50% of the Cowboys' total market share in their offense, which is unheard of. Last season in Washington, Elliott had 156 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he has previous history versus the Redskins that's positive, and he's coming into this week in a good matchup. The Redskins are league average against running backs, but I like Elliott to make value in cash due to his price tag and potential ceiling. Going from running backs to receivers, we have Robert Woods, 7,000. So Woods finds himself in an interesting position. Cooper Kupp's obviously out. Brandon Cook should see a lot of Richard Sherman. And Woods should find himself in the slot this week versus San Francisco. I think that's a pretty good spot to be in. Obviously, the Rams are the highest scoring offense in the NFL, and he'll be one of the centerpieces going into Week 7. I think at $7K, that price is too cheap, and he's someone I'd look to roster in cash games. At the tight end position, we have David Njoku, 4,200. Going up against the Bucs defense that funnels to the pass, Njoku's seen 22 targets in the last 2 weeks. Since Baker Mayfield has taken over, he's seen an incredible usage bump. Going up against a defense that gives the second most fantasy points up to the tight end position in the league, I think Njoku's a must-start for cash games in Week 7. On defense, I really like the Detroit Lions, point per dollar, just for cash games, going up against Brock Osweiler in Miami. Lions defense should be all right in this situation. I know Brock had a great game last week, but I think he'll come back down to earth this week, facing a Matt Patricia defense that does well to scheme against quarterbacks and has done well against Brock in the past. So I like the Detroit Lions, 2,400 as your cash game D this week going into Miami. And that wraps it up for cash games. This is the Fantasy Bros Daily Fantasy Sports Show. I'm your host, Bobby Gomes. Subscribe in the link.